Roger Tutt from the Canonbury Rose farm is a poultry farmer. Roger shared the difficulty of getting initial finance for his farm due to the size.
Okay, I started in about 1980. I came back from the army. I spent 2 years in the army. I came back. I worked on a chicken farm for a couple of years, 2 years, in a broiler farm. Then I came back and I started on this farm, and I started with vegetables at first, and I had a couple of dairy cows, and I had a couple goats, and I tried all sorts of mixed farming. And then in 1986, I bought my first 150 laying hens, and that's how I started in the egg business. Then got another 100 odd, so I was up to 200. By 1990, I built a house that held 2,800. Then about 1997, I put in another house with 10,000. So it's taken a lot of time looking for finance. I've got finance through the commercial banks. Some of them refused me because I was so small in those days, and they didn't want to, they were not developed. In the early days, I went to the land bank, and they didn't want to give either because the farm was too small, and they said it wasn't agriculturally viable because we only had 18 hectares. Then later on, when I could prove the turnover was more than some of the massive Free State farms, because they always said you had to have over 100 hectares, and this is only 18 hectares. But once we proved that the turnover was big enough, they also gave me a loan to put up a chicken house. So with a lot of hard work and a lot of faith and a lot of sweat and tears, it's been 30 odd years in the growing. I started in the 80s by buying second-hand cages for the hens because they were available, and new cages were just far too expensive. And then I think I only bought one new house completely, and that we imported from Germany. That was the 10,000 bird house, which the land bank helped to finance. But all of the rest of the stuff, we've always bought what was affordable, and it's mainly second-hand. And some of that stuff is now 30 years old, and it still works. My only education in agriculture was from Western Agricultural College, where I got matric, basically. So I haven't had any tertiary education. It's been the University of Hard Knocks. We employ around about 25 people, roughly, mostly from Dunsany. Some of them also live in Newlands, so the ones that live further away stay on the farm in the week and they go home for the weekends. Marketing we do mainly ourselves. I've got a rep that goes out on a Monday and a Wednesday and a Friday. And he'll go to shops like the Spars and Fruit and Veg Cities. It's mainly the formal markets, not so much the informal markets. We don't do any of the bigger supermarkets like Pick n Pay and Checkers. We find that they take too long to pay. The rest of the guys generally pay within 15 days, which is good for us for cash flow. Small guys entering the market these days, I think, will battle because of all the regulations that are now in place, where we have to be HACCP approved, we have to have audits done by the like the Spar group. They will come in and do an audit to make sure that your pack shed is correct. We have to follow record keeping very well. You've got to keep a record of the feed that comes in, where it comes from, the batch, the date that it came in. So I think the smaller guys might battle on that front, but there are smaller shops that will be prepared to buy from the smaller producers.